From the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 31 reads, "Whoever oppresses a poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors God." Welcome, my precious brothers and sisters. Today is Veterans Day, November the 11th, 2014. I ask that you never forget the homeless vet on the streets with no place to lay their head, no means of keeping warm or having a warm meal. Today is Veterans Day, and I want to remind you, whether land or sea or foam, they're the reason that you have a home. Think of those in need today. Think of the many, many homeless veterans out on the street today. All right, I got a few announcements I want to make today. There will be no Tinychat at 12:30 this afternoon. I have a truckload of warm winter jackets and air mattresses and blankets and comforters that I am going to be delivering to the homeless today. I want to thank ABC Auto Repair in Grand Blanc, Michigan on Saginaw Street. ABC Auto Repair in Grand Blanc, Michigan on Saginaw Street. That's where I took our truck that we use for our ministry to have the repairs done when the starter was not working any longer. And they pulled together their resources to help the homeless. They seen the magnetic signs on the side of the truck, so they got together. And they gave an offering to this ministry of warm winter coats, winter parkas, blankets, sleeping bags. I was slipping my mind this morning. Sleeping bags, blankets, comforters, and we will be going to the city of Flint early afternoon, and then we're going downriver Detroit for this evening to take care of those in need and the homeless today. I want to thank a very, very lovely woman from the city of Holly by the name of Rose, who donated so much to this ministry, to the homeless yesterday. Boxes and boxes and boxes of clothing for women and for children. Yes, women and children are homeless. Young children, school-age children, that need to have a good meal, 3 meals a day, so they are able to go to school and to study and to learn. Unfortunately, go without and sleep in abandoned buildings at night. We need to be so thankful and so grateful for the things that we do have. So once again, there will be no Tinychat this afternoon. And I am also taking my sister back home. And after we take her back home, we'll be working in the ministry in the Detroit area. And she lives in Romulus, Michigan. So I just wanted to come out here. We need to band together as a church. We need to listen and heed the Watchmen's warnings. The Watchman has a very difficult job. The fear that we should all be adhering to is that we have fellow brothers and sisters that are suffering, that are hurting, that we need to minister to. There are lost in the world, and they're not on our YouTube channels. They're on the street corners, the alleys of every city, every major town across the United States of America. We need to open our heart to them. We need to preach the word in season, out of season. We need to go out and be fishers of men. If you feel led to give to this ministry to the homeless, being a watchman on the wall is not an easy job. It's not to so much warn you like a news broadcaster of impending doom, cataclysmic events that are to come. The watchman throughout the Old Testament warned the people, turn away from fear, turn back to me. And that's what we need to do. We need to turn back to him, and we need to do what is pleasing to him, not to us. It's not about us, it's all about him. If you feel led to give to the ministry, to the homeless, because I speak out and I do my best to be the voice of truth in the end days. Our ministry suffers. We have no offerings that have come in a while now. to our ministry to the homeless. So that's a hefty price I pay to be the voice of truth. Well, let me take you to a few more scriptures before closing today. Isaiah 58 verse 10 reads, "If you pour yourself out for the hungry and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, then shall your light rise in the darkness, and your gloom be as the noonday." John chapter 6 verse 35, Jesus said to them, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, and whoever believes in me shall never thirst." Matthew 25:37 through 40. Then the righteous shall answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you in, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?" And the king shall answer them, "Truly I say unto you, as you did it to the least of these, the brethren, you did it unto me." I love you all. Keep our ministry lifted up in prayer as we head out today. By land, by sea, and foam. It is the homeless veteran, the reason that you have a home today. God bless you all.